Welcome or welcome back to my storytime channel. Today I want to share a story time, one of the craziest story times. Um, Something that happened to me. It was really creepy in the beginning, but turned out to be such a blessing and miracle at the end. So, once upon a time, I misplaced my cell phone, and you know what? I'm not gonna say I misplaced it. I'm gonna title this video the devil or a demon put my cell phone in the aquarium, because that's what he did. That's what he did. That's what I should title this video, right? So one time I'm running around. I had to pick my son up from school. I have my 3-month son and I have my older son. You guys know they're like 10 and a half years apart. I'm running around looking for my cell phone, and what was frustrating about that, like running around for almost an hour, probably an hour, looking for my cell phone, is that I'm not that person who usually misplaces things. So I was frustrated, like I'm not even that type. Not that there's wrong with anybody, kind of people who accidentally put their glasses in the refrigerator or their socks in the microwave, like not that, I'm not even trying to say that, but I'm not usually that person that misplaces their wallet or misplaces. Usually when I put something somewhere, I normally know where it is. Um, so I'm running around, I'm looking for my cell phone. I'm like, where is my cell phone? I have to pick my son up from school. I'm not trying to drive all the way an hour, 15 minutes to pick him up from school one way. You guys remember, if you're a subscriber that actually watches my videos, you guys know when I lived in the country, I had to drive that far to the school. We built a house in the country, but we did still everything we did in the city. So I was like, I'm not trying to drive all the way with my little baby, um, with no cell phones. Just in case something happens, I would need to make a phone call or whatever. So I'm running around looking for my cell phone. I messaged my son's teacher, like, I possibly might be late. If I am, either just keep him with you, or this was the school that I worked at, by the way. Either keep him with you or send him to like after school care if I'm late. So I was like, I'll continue messaging her. So I'm running around the house. I'm looking for my cell phone. I'm looking everywhere. I even looked in the attic. And I was like, I know it's not an attic, but I looked anyway. It wasn't in there. So of course it wasn't in there. So I just happened to look at the aquarium, and there my cell phone was sitting at the bottom. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. So I run over there, I reach my hand down in there, I grab it. Of course it's soaking wet. I get some paper towels, I dry it off. um, I get in the car, and it was powered off, so I powered my phone on, and it worked just perfectly. From that day on, I never had to take it to get repaired or anything. So I feel like it was really creepy. How did it get in there? I didn't put it in there. There's no way. Like, I didn't put it in there, my baby didn't put it in there. So I'm just like, and this was around the time where the craziest things used to happen, like paranormal things always used to happen at this time. So I get in the car, and by the way, it was my ex-husband's brand new $200,000 Mercedes Benz. I get in the car, I'm racing to the school to go pick my son up, and I hit an 8 point. I hit a deer, and now my heart is just racing. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I didn't want to, did I stop? Nope, I didn't even stop in the middle of the road. I waited till I got to a stop sign, and I got out and I looked at the car, and this was the miracle part. No, I guess this was like two miracles in one day. Like, nothing was wrong with my cell phone. I get out, I look at the car, because I'm sure I hit the deer. I even saw it even like limp off into the woods. You guys know how long, if you live in the country, you know those long country roads. Like, there's only thing that's popping out are raccoons and deer. So there was not even one scratch on the car, and I actually did hit the deer. Not one scratch, not one dent, nothing. The car was like perfectly, like, I couldn't believe it myself. So yeah, this was like, you guys, such crazy. At one point in my life, at that awful time in my life, good things were happening, but like really creepy, scary things would happen at the same time. And it was everything. It seemed like it was like a storm of just everything happening. But um when I say that, I mean, like, one time I was vacuuming, and um I was vacuuming, I was walking past the television, I'm vacuuming, and I was gonna go get something from like in front of the fireplace so that I wouldn't vacuum it up. It was like a toy or something. And a hand reaches out of the TV and tries to grab me. And I remember swatting at the hand, like, get away from me, like, what? And you guys, things like this used to happen a lot. And it happened, it happened in a short amount of time, but it would happen like every day, every night. Like, this was a time I could hardly get any sleep just because I knew once I started to go to sleep, where you're in between spiritual realm and like the earthly realm, some of the worst things would happen, scary things would happen, but nothing, it never really grabbed me up, but just would, like, mischievous kind of demons would always be like trying to scare me. And I'm just like, why? Like, this is not necessary. Like, it would keep me from focusing on raising my children and doing other things that I needed to do. So yeah, this was like, that happened at like the craziest time, one of the craziest times ever. So yeah, I just wanted to share that creepy, weird, but miracle story time with you guys. And somebody get in the comment section and let me know if any paranormal type things have ever happened to you, or just things that that you've seen people on television talking about. Like, man, spiritual realm is so real. And like I said, more real than this physical, like what we see, you know. So get in the comment section if you like this story time. Give it a thumbs up so other people could watch it. And I will come back with either another story time, or it might be like an inspirational word, because I feel my channel turning into that. In case you haven't noticed, it's kind of leaning into sometimes inspirational words, or just making people more aware of what's going on. Anyways, take care. I hope everybody's feeling good. I hope you enjoyed this story time, and I will be back with another story time. Thank you for watching.